Mexico City. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play action. Winston. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joseph. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's hard to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. shotgun. It's Winston. And Josh Hill
That's a
has
pick,
it.
man. I hate that
And
when
he'll
he
get
does
it up near the
animation.
35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Camaro.
Oh no, fuck. Really don't catch him though.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there out of Camaro. And even 60 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Gotta put it in though. Thanks.
Trying to pound it in, Camara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe try to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the
don't tell me he can't put the ball in the end zone.
Similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Don't tell me he can't put it in the end zone.
Left. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. Flushed out.
Oh, don't tell me he can't put it in the end zone.
And incomplete. Brings up
now field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see a sir, but that boy's a gangster.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. They said they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up second.
That's right. Let's go blue. Three down linemen, I like it. It's 1st down. Oh, and they don't block.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Mario Davis on the tackle. A gain of 1.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him more conventional.
I definitely just picked the wrong play.
Much more successful as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Cover 1.
At the 39-yard line.
Mayfield now on 2nd
Oh, where you going, Lou?
Going deep here for Landry.
Where you going, Lou? Where you going, Lou?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 61 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
You know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Sometimes athleticism makes you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
You gotta flip that.
That much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
You gotta flip that play.
And feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Winston. Gets this to his
Come on, bro. And they made me click on the wrong person. That's lame.
Take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Winston now to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They go play action. Winston.
Nope. Oh, God. He just babied the fuck out of him. Jeez.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches.
Oh, God. That was crazy.
Become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away.
Shit, I'm on the wrong person.
They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You knew you shouldn't have done that. I know you knew.
B.J. Goodson with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive.
You gonna look back at that one and be mad at yourself.
This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
32-yard line.
He didn't even have to move.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case,
I don't got a running play out of this. That shit is wide open.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'm tired as fuck, bro.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. Mayfield with it once more. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making
I don't know,
adjustments.
Lou.
This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Camaro. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Winston.
Drop back too far.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks
He spent the wrong way.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays, then target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A chance to really cap off a big first half here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
This is a good run stopping defense. If you got the corners to do it, you run man, and then you put both of these, what's the names, in the zone. I fucked it up, but I'll show you again. If you got the corners to run man, it's good.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
So you put both of them on the spot.
And it's caught. The tight end
You ain't run though.
He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
A lot of guys run this 3-3-5 wide. I'm not really big into it, but it does seem like it works. Pick.
Incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Winston.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks. But
I'm going to start calling and see if I see something open before you even throw it.
Jameis again.
2nd slant. You should throw it there. I'm going to take that though.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. B.J. Goodson with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wing your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 10. And again, it's Mayfield.
Wow. Wow.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mayfield
This touchdown.
on third down. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Odell Beckham, incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They go play action. Mayfield. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, I think we're just going to see a knee and that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know
Who are your boys,
out there that may want to take one more shot before the time runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Listen to another trick that I do. On the run, if it's like a stretch, I flip it before I get to the line. It's not going to work in this instant. But they don't see you flip the play. And a lot of times, a lot of dudes will line up to that strong side over there instead. I got to flip this because it won't work.
But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Trying to get it to Landry there, but it's going to be second down. Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season, but CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, and then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned,
Where you going?
a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, that feels like an old school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton, the quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
And that's knocked away. Incomplete.
Damn, I should have waited.
Williams there defensively making sure that one didn't find its target.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Harris. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about
Michael Thomas solo
they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better. and have some respect when you come out of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw.
Come on.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And nothing
blow
doing.
that
He's
up.
immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Good.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, Winston.
You waited too long. That post was wide open.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston.
Too late.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's a good throw.
Inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I made a decision. I should have turned around like I wanted to, but whatever.
Pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, Winston. He'll buy some time right.
Don't throw it.
And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
think you moving
the heat, and if he flushes out,
in the pocket more than you got to.
On 2nd down, Winston again. This will be caught at about the 5.
Off the ball up, man. Come on, this
this
shit.
time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Thomas, the low receiver, left. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Play fake. Winston.
Oh, you should throw it. You should have been through it. Oh, he got it.
Touchdown catch, and the Saints get a bit closer. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play action pass. Here you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating.
Oh, this is a touchdown.
Despite the score a moment ago.
Oh no, you on it this time.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But boy, I like what they're doing so far, 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the
There we go, Lou.
Get it back and in great shape. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any. And we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add to our lead.
Again, it's Camara. Down to the 25. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, and reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flushed out right.
You ain't have to move.
He can run for it.
You got it though. Oh, they just saved me. He definitely didn't have to move. I think that's your big thing this game. Still not trusting that line, getting out of the pocket before you need to. You ruining some opportunities for yourself to just sit there and get in the and make a good throw. Something is always open, bro. That's what you just gotta remember. 9 times out of 10.
Now here's a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And now here is another.
That's not open though.
Picked off at the 11, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already to ask for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20.
Yeah,
10,
it's on.
5, and all the way in.
Gotta make that throw, man.
Austin Hooper, 88 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing.
See what I mean? When you get outside, I mean, like, instead of just running and trying to throw on the run, get to where you need to get to, create that space, sit up, set up in the pocket and throw, just like you would in real life.
Now after the score, it's Parkion to kick it away.
And I don't know if you use the analog when you throw in the button, but the analog definitely works. If you're not doing that, like if you want to throw it left, you hold the analog left. If you want to throw it right, you hold the analog right. You want to throw it up the field, press up the field, and press then throw the ball, shit like that.
Get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Throw it. You should have been through that. You were supposed to throw that when he first crossed that middle. When he first crossed the middle part.
He also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Don't do it. Oh, that's a great throw. That is a great throw.
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down
At the 42-yard line.
Winston now to throw on first down.
Good throw. There you go. So you can beat the man. Man ain't your problem. His zone. I haven't seen you beat this shit.
From Browns territory now at the 43. Winston again, it's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Kamara, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on second down. Winston.
Ooh.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I ain't seen you beat this one yet, Lou.
Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Jameis to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
You've been hitting that middle. Hopefully you don't this time.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
That was a great call, too. Definitely was a great call. But cover 2, that was a wonderful call. Let's see if you on that safety over there. Nah, you not.
3
wide, I want to run this.
Play conservative and run the clock.
Run 3 down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Well, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right
early.
now. Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield.
Ooh, fucked him up.
Will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Let's go, Austin Hooper.
First and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today.
I kind of like the Browns, man.
Coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game.
I have to get them in the franchise.
You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Get a chance. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
I think that's what it is. I think you just gotta learn when to stop dropping back. That helps a lot. When to stop dropping back. When to roll out and throw the ball. I think that's what's gonna help you be better and quicker reads.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I didn't even just see what happened.
7-yard line.
That was a bullshit. Getting double teamed.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh.
And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee. It's 2nd and goal, back to